During your investigation, Attorney General Barr stated his belief that, quote, spying on the Trump campaign did occur, end quote. And as you said, your investigation found no evidence that the FBI placed any confidential source within the Trump campaign or tasked any confidential source to report on the Trump campaign. That's correct, right?
That's correct.
So again, there it is, no spying. Yet again, here is the Attorney General from just yesterday asserting a different truth.
Do you still stand by your statement that the campaign was spied upon?
Oh, it's clearly spied upon. I mean, that's what electronic surveillance is. I think wiring people up to go in and talk to people and make recordings of their conversations is spying. I think going through people's emails, which they did as a result of the FISA warrant, they went through everything.
Help us. That's the Attorney General of the United States, the senior most law enforcement executive we have. What is going on here?
He has to understand that the word spy, the notion of spying, is a pejorative. It's a loaded word. What the FBI did was lawful. It was pursuant to lawful court orders and their own policies and procedures. I am absolutely mystified why he would describe it as spying. It's not that.
How is it that in 2019, and again, he seems so troubled and laboring under this, we have an alternative version of the truth coming from, of all people, our Attorney General?
Right. He must have a political agenda. I among others, am deeply disappointed in him. I believed that he was a principled institutionalist. I said that and welcomed him to our Department of Justice when he was named to that post. I was dead wrong.
Your report states that you didn't find documentary or testimonial evidence that political bias or improper motivation played a role.
That's correct.
Thank you. And you didn't find a deep state conspiracy against candidate or President Trump.
So, as to the opening, we found no bias, no testimonial documentary evidence on that.
And no rationale for a deep state that...
We looked at Mr. Priestap, as I noted, was the decision maker, and we did not find any evidence in his emails or texts of having engaged in any bias or having any bias.
He is misleading the public repeatedly. It's okay to question the facts, Ari. It's not okay to ignore the facts, and it's even worse to make up the facts. And it appears that's what the AG is doing.
The Attorney General, once again, is trying to take the findings, this time of the Inspector General, and mislead the American public about what happened at the FBI. And he's doing it. He's attacking his own department as he does it. I think it is a new low moment for Bill Barr.
Well, let me just follow up, and I do want to get to him explaining where the distinction is. I mean, why would that be?
Why? Because he's trying to cover up for the president. I mean, I think he wants to attack this investigation.
By destroying the people in his own institution?
He does not care. He wants to give the president the full, clean bill of health going into the 2020 re-election. It's not enough for him to have come out and said there was no obstruction of justice. I'm going to make a finding beyond what Bob Mueller found. He has to go the next step and say there never should have been an investigation in the first place. And so going into 2020, the president will have the Attorney General of the United States saying, my Justice Department was wrong. The Justice Department and the FBI were wrong. It was a witch hunt that never should have been conducted against the president in the first place. That's a powerful thing for the president, and it is a disgraceful step for the Attorney General to take.